Michael Dunn has been convicted. Now, if you don't remember, he's a 47-year-old that got into a verbal argument with some black teenagers. He thought that they were playing their music a little too loud, so he unloaded his weapon into the car, killing Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis was 17 years old, and of course, on Sunday, he would have been 19. It was 2 years ago that this murder happened. Now, the conviction is not on murder. It's interestingly on attempted murder. In fact, he got convicted on 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder and 1 count of firing into an occupied car. Well, it would have been hard not to convict him on the count of firing into an occupied car, because that is 100% what he did, and he did get convicted on that, and that he faces 15 years on that charge. The attempted murder is for the 3 other kids in the car who actually did not get shot, somewhat miraculously, okay? But this jury was split on whether they should have charged him with murder on Jordan Davis, and a mistrial was declared on the murder charge. Now, they could have given him second-degree murder, they could have given him manslaughter, but they couldn't come to any agreement on that. Now, like I said, you do get 15 years for firing into an occupied car. Of course, it's up to the judge in the sentencing hearing that'll come up in a little while. And you can get up to 30 years for each count of the attempted second-degree murder. As to why they didn't give him murder, but they did give him attempted murder, well, there's some theories on that. Some think that he might have been standing his ground with Jordan Davis because he claimed that he saw a weapon there. But he couldn't make that similar argument with the 3 other people he clearly shot at. Luckily, he missed, right? But that is attempted murder and firing into a car, obviously. And it might have been, the jury might have been confused, according to some experts, on that first-degree murder has to be premeditated. So he didn't go to that gas station to kill those 4 kids. He didn't know them before, right? Now, but they're being confused. If you fire into a car knowing that they're there, it's still premeditated. You didn't have to plan it out 2 days in advance. So we don't know if that's what they were confused about. And of course, stand your ground instructions were given to the jury. Let me, in fact, explain that for you real quick here. In each case, including, of course, the Zimmerman case and this case, jurors were told, because it's, of course, Florida, jurors were told by the judges that they should acquit if they found the defendant had no duty to retreat and had the right to stand his ground. So both Zimmerman and him did not use standing your ground before the trial started. There's a different hearing you could do to say, hey, I stood my ground. They didn't use it in that case, but since it's the law in Florida, it gets read to the jury that if he's standing his ground, it's okay. So it's possible that that's what affected the jurors as well. Now, of course, that's if they believe that he actually thought there was a weapon. One inconvenient fact for Michael Dunn is that his own fiancée testified that he never told her about any weapon that he thought that they had, whether it was a gun, a lead pipe, a knife, anything. No, he never said anything about that at the time. Now, when facing murder charges, of course, he said, oh yeah, I thought I saw a weapon. Now, look, the victim's mother is relieved because at least he's going to go to jail for a long time. She says, we're so grateful for the charges that have been brought against him, and that is good that they brought the charges. We are so grateful that the jurors were able to understand the common sense of it all. So at least they're happy on that ground. And by the way, how much could he possibly get? The mandatory minimum on the attempted murder charges, attempted second-degree murder, is 20 years. Now, the judge could give it back to back to back, which would mean 60 years plus the 15 for shooting into a car. Or he could have them serve at the same time. So in which case, he would only get 20 years for the attempted murder charges. So that's going to be determined later. Now, look, I get why the family's happy that at least, he's going to be going to jail, it appears, for a long time. It looks like a minimum of 20 years. But I'm not happy with this decision. I don't think he thought that there was a weapon at all. Every witness testified that he was mad that they were playing music too loud. He was mad that they were disrespecting him. He said that they were playing thug music. The irony of that drives me crazy. Because here's a guy who, just because he didn't like your music, shot into your car and killed a 17-year-old. Michael Dunn, you're the thug. You're the thug. And you showed it in this particular case. And then, oh, well, apparently one of the witnesses thought that maybe one of the kids had called him a cracker. So you execute someone over that? Because your feelings got hurt by that? There was no weapon. He didn't think there was any. By the way, was there an actual weapon? No. They searched the car. No weapon at all. So if he wasn't making it up, he had an active imagination. The reality is he had a gun there, and he couldn't wait to use it. He couldn't wait. And the minute he got a little bit of an opportunity, this thug, this piece of crap, this, by the way, utter racist, went and killed that kid for no damn reason. By the way, if you're still not convinced, one of the witnesses heard him say to the kids before he shot him, quote, "You're not going to talk to me like that." How do you not convict on murder? How do you not at least convict on second-degree murder? How do you not at least convict on manslaughter? Now, the state is going to try him again, because a mistrial doesn't mean he's innocent. It doesn't mean he's acquitted. It means they just couldn't come to a decision, and they can try the case again, and I hope to God that they do. I don't care how many years he gets from the judge on the other grounds. For justice alone, he should be tried on killing Jordan Davis, because he killed him in cold blood.